Good morning. We are Sumometrics Industries Incorporated, the exclusive distributor of Reftec USA, a manufacturer of accelerometers, seismic monitoring equipments for high-rise structures, dams, and bridges. Now, Reftec USA is a USGS, CEA, and California certified supplier. All their products have been tested by the state of California. We have a certification to show. As you can see on the screen, under laws and regulation, the Natural Structural Code of the Philippines, 2010, and since 2001, under Section 105, Posting Instrumentation, with regards to earthquake recording instrumentation, unless waived by the building official, every building in Seismic Zone 4 over 50 meters in height shall be provided with not less than 3 approved recording accelerographs. The accelerographs shall be interconnected for common start and common timing. Now, what we have here in our screen is a depiction of the Seismic Zone 4 of the Philippines map. Please note that all the shaded areas, according to the legend, belongs to the Seismic Zone 4 category, except Palawan and Basilan or Zamboanga. In a reiteration made by a memo last March 21, 2011, by the Office of the Secretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways, Andel Rogelio Singson, the installation of seismograms in all high-rise buildings for data acquisition on ground movements due to earthquake and the building's response due to typhoons shall be enforced as provided for in the Natural Structural Code of the Philippines. The Makati City Government had already issued several memos, the latest of which was issued last June 15, stating that for all existing proposed and ongoing construction of high-rise buildings to comply with the DPWH Memo Circular No. 3 Series of 2011, requiring the installation of seismograph for data acquisition on the ground movement due to earthquakes and the building's response due to typhoons, shall be enforced as provided for in the NSCP. Now, the basic question is, what are the advantages of a seismic monitoring equipment? It is to better understand its structural health and performance, to predict its durability and remaining lifetime, to be able to have a real-time recovery of strong motion recordings to assess building damage immediately after a large earthquake. Now, refraction technology of the U.S. had been in the seismic monitoring business for the past 25 years and is consistently an accredited supplier of the United States Geological Survey, or USGS, for its ANSS, or Advanced National Seismic Survey. Reftec recently was awarded the contract to supply installed accelerometers and seismic monitoring equipments for the China Earthquake Administration building in Beijing. This is an ongoing project now, and the China Earthquake Administration deemed it proper to have our product installed in this prestigious project. We go now to the product lines of Reftec USA, the 130 SMA series. SMA being Strong Motion Accelerograph. This was tried, tested, and approved and certified in the state of California. The features are 24-bit Strong Motion Accelerograph analog digital converter output, internal modem for event notification, 48 hours internal battery for continuous recording, embedded removable flash card, low power, watertight, GPS slot for real-time recording. The 130 SMA contains an internal triaxial accelerometer. You have in your screen now is the triaxial accelerometer sensors, which can monitor 3 channels of strong motion on 3 axes, X, Y, and Z. This is also tried and tested and approved in the state of California. As like the triaxial, the uniaxial accelerometer sensors measures 1 channel or 1 axis monitoring. What we have here is the 130MC Central Recording Accelegraph. The features out 12 and 18 fully integrated recording channels, which can hold for 4 triaxials or maybe 6 triaxials, depending on the building's needs, 24-bit output, analog digital resolution, IP-based communications over Ethernet and asynchronous serial embedded removable mass storage, remote alerting for both event and alarm triggering. This also has an internal battery that allows it to record 48 hours after a power outage. Now what we have here is 3 models for the instrumentation of a building. On the number 1 is the basic model. Please see that there's the arrows in the quadrant of the 7th floor on the rooftop has 3 motions. That's for a triaxial, and the middle portion is a triaxial, and the ground floor or the basement will be outfitted with a triaxial. While the premium model 1 has 3 uniaxials on the rooftop and 1 biaxial and 1 triaxial in the ground floor, plus 1 free field recorder that is situated outside the building to verify the movements. Now the premium model 2 is you install 1 biaxial on the rooftop and then 1 uniaxial on the rooftop. On the 6th floor, you install 1 biaxial and 1 uniaxial again. And on the 3rd floor, you install 1 biaxial and 1 uniaxial. And then on the ground floor, we have 1 uniaxial and then 1 free field uniaxial and 1 biaxial. In the single tower accelerometer recommendation, we have here, we will install 2 triaxial accelerometers in the near the roof and the mid portion. And then that is the 131B-01-3, a triaxial accelerometer which can measure horizontal and lateral movement and is good for up to 4G capacity. It's low noise and low power. While in the basement on the ground floor, we will install 130 SMA, which has an internal triaxial accelerometer inside, and all this will be interconnected through wires. We will put a GPS on the rooftop to provide for real-time recording. The single tower premium accelerometer recommendation is to install 1 GPS on the rooftop to provide for real-time recording, and then 3 uniaxial accelerometers on the 2 floors down, and then 3 uniaxial accelerometers mid of the building, which can measure 3 motions. By splitting the 3 uniaxial accelerometers, we will have created a mechanism to measure the roof torsion of the building. And then we have here, we install 2 triaxial accelerometer on the left side and the right side of the building, and this has to be vertically inclined with the other accelerometers. And we install a central recording unit, the MC12, which can handle 12 channels of recording. Please do remember that 1 triaxial is equivalent to 3 channels, and then 1 uniaxial is equivalent to 1 channel. 1 MC12 or 12 channels can handle 4 triaxials and then up to 12 uniaxials of accelerometer. Now for the twin tower accelerometer recommendation, we simplify things by putting 1 MC18, a central recording unit. For both of the towers, we installed 2 triaxial accelerometers near the top. On the middle, we install also 2 triaxial accelerometers. And then at the ground floor or the basement, we install another 2 triaxial accelerometers. These are all vertically inclined, and it should all be connected to the MC18 a central recording unit, and this is ideally placed in a BMS room to be able to monitor two buildings at the same time. This is an ideal and cost savings than having to install two earthquake monitoring systems. What you see on the screen now is the extensive building monitoring model. We have lateral motion, roof torsion, interstory torsion. This is a very extensive setup which is being implemented in the US. Now, the building performance as per studied. During an earthquake, shaking sensors recorded horizontal acceleration of the ground that was nearly equal to the acceleration of gravity and horizontal acceleration at the roof level that was 2.3 times gravity. Now, included in the package is a report, what you're having now in the screen, courtesy of the RefTech Compass software. After an event, a seismic event, the computer measures and automatically prints out a report that has maximum acceleration, spectral intensity, predominant period, mean period, maximum velocity, maximum displacement, and ARIAS intensity, ARIAS duration, JMA intensity, MMI intensity. All of these are color-coded, and as you can see on the screen, green means moderate, and then the apple green means strong. If it is on the 8th level, that is already destructive. So what you have now is a tool or an instrument that lets you measure your building's performance in actual waveform, which can be very useful to determine if the building's structural integrity was damaged, and can help the city building official assess if it is safe for re-entry after a seismic episode. So how do we assess your building's accelerometer requirements? We will request for a complete building plan, preferably in PDF or CAD form. We will send the plans to our partner, RefTech USA, to design and maximize the placement of sensors that best suits your building's unique shapes and size. Our team of electrical engineers and our accredited electrical contractors will coordinate with our RefTech USA technical counterparts for the cabling layout requirements. We will then submit a proposal quotation that specifically suits the need of your building. Please do note that buildings have their own shapes and sizes, which makes them unique. Sumometrics Industries will quote you based on your individual building's special requirements. We ensure quality products and a reliable after-sales service. Visit us on our webpage, www.sumometrics.com, inquiry@sumometrics.com. For my personal website, email address, you can email me directly at rlim.sumometrics@gmail.com, or you can visit our principal's website for more information and technical specifications at www.reftech.com. We thank you for having your time out to watch our presentation. We hope that our presentation would have somewhat gave you knowledge with regards to earthquake monitoring, and we would be more than happy to serve you. Just give us a call and we will gladly serve your needs. Thank you.